Alright, here we are for our first match of this league. We won the roll, so we're going to pick to play first. I'm going to keep. This hand is not the greatest, but it's certainly a fine keep. Just going to go Colony Garden turn 1, just to get a dude out there and pass turn. One thing to note about Boggles that a lot of people probably don't consider is, in my opinion, I think that this deck is actually a little easy to beat because it's not really hard to just, destroy a bunch of enchantments and get there. Okay, so we're up against Burn, so that our hand's actually very good at handling Burn. That's good, but you need to enchant a forest, unfortunately. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go Blossoming Sands and gain a life. And then I'm going to put Abundant Growth on this. Maybe, actually, I probably should have... No, it doesn't really matter. Yeah, because... I'm going to attack for 0. Send a message. Because, what I want to do next turn is instead of... I could have gone... well, I guess I could have done the same thing. Oh, no, I'm stupid. I can just do it anyway. It doesn't really matter. But, I can understand if people would probably get angry at me for not going do this first in case I draw forest. Alright, that's a lot of forest. So, we can go Aura here as a 4/4. I think that would be fine, except for the fact that I think Silhana Ledgewalker plus Rancor and Armadillo Cloak is going to be fine enough. On the other hand, if my opponent does not have a bunch of burn spells to kill Aura, it's going to be very, very difficult for my opponent to win. So, I think what I'll do here is actually just go Utopia Sprawl, and I'm going to name green just because, and then I'm going to go Aura. Because now, if the Aura lives, it's a 4/4, I think, yeah. If my opponent lets the Aura live, I'm going to be able to slap Rancor plus Armadillo Cloak, so that's going to be +4/+4. And another, actually, it's going to be +6/+4, I believe. That's going to be quite hard, not only to beat, but also to kill my Aura. If they do kill my Aura, that means they're going to have to use 2 burn spells. And I can then still follow it up with Silhana Ledgewalker and do Rancor plus Armadillo Cloak, which is still going to be very hard for my opponent to win. Burn is, it's not an easy matchup, because they could easily just go 7 Lightning Bolts kill you. Especially with Thermo Alchemist. Thermo Alchemist makes it so that, you're taking an extra 2 to 3 damage a turn. So that's also a bit of a problem. This guy is definitely putting Burn back on the map, So, as easy as you think the Burn matchup might be, it's like, oh, you just go Armadillo Cloak, gain a lot of life. It's really not that easy. I can assure you of that. Of course, I also suppose that the other thing is, if my opponent for some reason decides, oh, I'll just Fire Blast the Aura, they also lose 2 lands, which would be funny. My opponent played a curse. Since that is an Aura, it also does pump the Aura, so that's actually even better. Kind of funny. Alright, so we're going to take 4 here. If I draw Ancestral Mask, I don't think I can actually lose the game. Actually, I think if I draw Ancestral Mask or Ethereal Armor, I don't think I can lose the game anymore. Heliod wouldn't be the same thing, because I would have to take a turn off to do that. Another Ledgewalker. Alright, well, Ledgewalker doesn't actually do all that much. So, I'm going to go ahead and Rancor. And then we're going to go Armadillo Cloak. And swing for the win, apparently. Okay, yeah, at that point my opponent just, I don't think, had really a chance of winning anymore. Especially like I was going to get so many turns, and yeah, Ancestral Mask on my Silhana Ledgewalker with 3 enchantments in play was probably going to win the game anyway. Alright, so against Burn, we want the lifelink for sure. We don't really necessarily need, I think, all 4 Silhana Ledgewalkers. I know how crazy it might seem to want to take out a Silhana Ledgewalker, but I don't think that... The problem is they can bring in Electrickery or Martyr of Ashes, and you don't really want too many dead draws. So drawing multiple creatures is kind of a bad thing. Could also bring in Heliod, but I think on the draw that might be a little slow. So I think that this shell is just good enough on the draw. If we're unfortunate to lose this game, I would probably take out another Ledgewalker for the Heliod's Pilgrim. So we'll see. Alright, so pretty clear mulligan here. Only got one land. Not a great hand at all. Another pretty clear mulligan. Opponent mulligan is 6, though. Alright, we'll keep this one. This one's not great, but if we can top deck a white source, I think it'd be okay. I'm actually going to bottom the Rancor. We can always draw a Rancor later, and I think... I did bottom the Rancor, right? Yeah, that's funny. It's always funny when that happens. Happens often, actually. Both IRL and, I should be saying both in paper, but from a gamer's aspect, I always say IRL. Both in paper and online, that actually happens quite a bit. So yeah, so I bottomed the Rancor because I think a white source is what's going to make me win the game. So I think that was actually better. Keldon Marauders. Alright, well, I can tell you that this is going to be on chump duty. Utopia Sprawl. Okay, that's a good draw. So we'll do this. We will name the color white. And we will cast on a Ledgewalker and pass. So next turn, we'll be able to make Ledgewalker a... what is that going to be? A 5/3, I think. Should be okay. My opponent has Electrickery here. We're pretty boned. Alright, I'm going to block. That's another reason why Colony Garden's so good, is against the burn matchup when they play Keldon Marauders. Or when you're up against the red deck wins deck. You know, it's just a free chump. Another Keldon Marauders. Boo. That's unfortunate. Spider Umbra. That's actually pretty insane, because now we get to play 3 enchantments. So, first we're going to do Spider Umbra. We can even block a creature with flying if we wanted to. Do that. So now, what is it, a 7/5, I think? No, actually, it's bigger than that. Yeah, 8/6. Oop, sorry, hold on. Alright, it's actually kind of a nice day outside. I'm trying desperately not to use my air conditioner. I'm actually just going to say go and save some life, because we're not far off from being able to actually just swing for the win. This is going to be plus another 6, I believe. And I think one more enchantment actually wins the game. So if we top deck any enchantment in the deck that isn't more than 2 mana, we win the game. Especially like if we top deck the 1 life, like, or if we top deck Armadillo Cloak, I don't think I can lose anymore. Can my opponent kill me right now? No. They could if they had if they were able to. No, not even with double Fire Blast. Okay, so my opponent's probably not. I would highly doubt my opponent attacks here. Okay, there we go. Armadillo Cloak, that is. I believe we just win the game. Yep. Sometimes, like I said, when I faced Hexproof in the other videos, in the other episodes, sometimes against certain archetypes, you just with Hexproof, you just throw your hands up in the air and say, well, what can you do? That's really what Hexproof is. Hexproof and Delver are the, well, what can you do decks of Pauper, while Mono Green Stompy is the nut draw. But alright, yep, join me back for another match, and I'll see you soon. Thanks for watching this one.